The rise and fall of Egypt. The Nile's dark waters gleamed under the sun, its banks teeming with life. Around 3100 BCE, a man named Narmer stood on the river's edge, his eyes fixed on the horizon. He wore a double crown, red and white, uniting the lands of Upper and Lower Egypt. His people, the Cometians, called their home the Black Land, for the fertile silt that fed their crops. They were a sturdy folk, their skin kissed by the sun in shades from olive to deep brown, their lives woven into the Nile's rhythms. Narmer's unification birthed a nation, and Egypt rose, its heart beating with the river's pulse. In the Old Kingdom, the Cometians built wonders. Stone pyramids pierced the sky, tombs for god-kings like Khufu, whose Great Pyramid at Giza, finished around 2630 BCE, stood as a testament to their ambition. Farmers, scribes, and priests worked in harmony, their hieroglyphs carving stories into stone. They traded with Nubians to the south, their boats laden with gold and incense. The people thrived, their fields were green, and their gods were pleased. But drought and weak rulers fractured this order by 2181 BCE, and the first intermediate period brought chaos, with local lords vying for power. The Middle Kingdom, around 2055 BCE, restored glory. Pharaoh Mentuhotep II reunited the land, and Egypt's reach grew. Traders sailed to Punt, bringing back myrrh and ivory. The Cometians built fortresses along the Nile, and as a result, their art and literature flourished. Yet around 1780 BCE, the Hyksos, Semitic warriors from the Levant, invaded with chariots and bronze. They ruled the north, splitting Egypt again. The people endured, their spirit unbroken, until Ahmose I, a Theban prince, drove the Hyksos out by 1550 BCE, ushering in the new kingdom. This was Egypt's zenith. Pharaohs like Hatshepsut and Ramses II expanded the empire, conquering lands in the Levant and Nubia. Hatshepsut, a woman king, sent ships to distant shores, her temples adorned with tales of triumph. Ramses II, the Great, built colossal statues and signed the world's first peace treaty with the Hittites around 1259 BCE. Egypt's wealth dazzled, its cities like Thebes bustling with artisans and merchants. Nubians, Levantines, and others mingled with the Comedians, their bloodlines blending, though the Nile's children remained the majority. But cracks appeared. By 1070 BCE, the weakening of priestly power and foreign wars had eroded the authority of the throne. The third intermediate period saw the Nubian kings of the 25th dynasty rule from 744 BCE, their dark skin and southern ways being embraced by many but scorned by others. Assyrians invaded in 671 BCE, sacking Thebes. Egypt's light dimmed, its unity fraying. The late period brought brief revivals, but Persian conquest in 525 BCE humbled the nation, its pharaohs now vassals. In 332 BCE, a golden-haired conqueror named Alexander of Macedon arrived. The Cometians, weary of Persian rule, welcomed him as a liberator. His heirs, the Ptolemies, Greek by blood, ruled from Alexandria, a glittering city of marble and learning. They married into Egyptian families, blending cultures. Cleopatra VII, the last Ptolemy, spoke the native tongue, and charmed Rome's Julius Caesar. However, her defeat by Octavian in 30 BCE led to Egypt becoming a Roman province. The Nile's people toiled under new masters, their temples neglected, though their blood endured in the villages. Christianity took root by the 1st century CE, its cross replacing the Ankh of Anubis. By the 4th century, Coptic churches dotted the land, and the old gods faded. The Roman Empire's fall left Egypt under Byzantine rule, its people now known as Copts, with their language a descendant of ancient tongues. In 641 CE, Arab horsemen swept in, led by Amr ibn al-As. They brought Islam, and over centuries, the people converted. drawn by faith or necessity. Arabic replaced Coptic, and Egypt's identity underwent a shift. Arab tribes settled, their children born of Egyptian mothers, forging a new people. Under the Fatimids and Mamluks, from 969 to 1517, Egypt shone again. Cairo became a beacon of trade and scholarship, its markets alive with Nubians, Berbers, and Turks. However, the Ottomans conquered Egypt in 1517, reducing it to a province under their rule. Turkish governors and Albanian viceroys, such as Muhammad Ali, who seized power in 1805, ruled over a land that was still predominantly Egyptian at its core. The people, now predominantly Muslim with a Coptic minority, clung to their history, their pride in the pyramids undimmed. By the 19th century, British boots trod Egyptian soil, their protectorate declared in 1914. The people chafed, their identity coalescing around the Nile's ancient legacy. In 1952, Gamal Abdel Nasser's revolution ousted foreign rule, establishing a republic. Today, in 2025, Egypt's 102 million souls call themselves Arab Egyptians, their blood a mix of ancient Comitians, Arabs, and others, their skin a spectrum of the Nile's diversity. Copts and Nubians remain, their traditions vibrant but woven into the nation's fabric. Egypt's rise was a symphony of stone and river, its fall a slow fade under foreign crowns. Yet it never truly fell. The Nile still flows, and its people, shaped by millennia of triumph and trial, stand as heirs to a story etched in eternity.